Hello, people. Hello, hello, hello. Let me lower the volume of the music a little bit. Just checking a few things. Microphone good. Music is good. We'll take a look at the game view when the time comes for that. Welcome. I see we have at least one viewer. How you doing, viewer? If you're new to this is guerrilla tactics stream, at least that's what I call it for now, but basically it's any type of training at all when it comes to Hell Let Loose. Like for example, last time I went over quite a lot of things actually, primarily being reading the map, basing decisions on where to be based on the map, knowing where the enemy moves and stuff like that. I've also handled, well, actually I have a list here, I should just read through it. The pathing garrisons, yeah, where garrisons spawn. That was a great, it's a necessary, honestly, a necessary type of information for playing the game well, for controlling the map, controlling the way the match is playing. I did cover also a few things on ambushing, primarily how to set things up, and what to think about it while you're actually doing the ambush right in the middle of it. I've covered a lot of stuff on vegetation, like silhouettes, camouflage. Did I? Yeah, I did cover a little bit of camouflage. Vegetation especially, a lot of game objects in Hell Let Loose have really interesting geometry that you should definitely be taking advantage of. Lots of angles, hiding spots, or parkour is my favorite part, honestly, of Hell Let Loose. Let me increase the light a little bit. There we go. Looked like I was sitting in the dark there for a second. But generally speaking, there's still a lot of things that I haven't covered. And considering that here on the east coast of the US, we're about to be hit by a snowstorm, I think it is a great idea to get a little hands-on experience with some snow maps. Yeah. Alright, and so let me hop over to my main scene. Make sure that that is being captured. Yep. And let me change that to not have any background at all. There we go. I think that looks good. Yep. Let's see. Should we turn on the chat box for you guys to see? No, I'm not gonna do that. I don't want to cover this one too much. Alright, so again, because of the snowstorm, we're gonna do a little bit of fun stuff on the snow map of Void, the classic. Primarily, I'm gonna cover a little bit of camouflage. Let's see, infantry unit. So, alright, so I did cover this last time a little bit, but I want you to guys be aware of a few things. Just to get better on playing on snow maps. First thing, you always think about snow camo. Snow camo is great, but it's not everything. A lot of times it actually works against you on snow maps, and you got to be aware of situations like that. For example, And this is what I always say is avoid contrast. That means if you're wearing something light, don't be in front of something dark. If you're wearing something dark, don't be in front of something light. That means on snow maps, I either run snow camo or I go dark camo. Why the fuck is my guy looking like a little dipshit? Wolfgang. There we go. And so when I'm playing on a snow map, what I keep in mind is where I'm going to be playing. If I'm playing in the fields, I'm going to be wearing the snow camo itself. When I'm running around inside the town, I'm going to be wearing dark camo. Why does this look weird? Is that a new guy? Did they change the new guy? Hold on a second. Yeah, he doesn't look the same anymore. Damn. Okay. I still prefer Wolfgang. Okay, so dark camo inside town, snow camo in the fields. Dark camo is also useful in specific areas like forests, especially on foil because it has a lot of forests. Because you, instead of being in the snow, what you want to do with dark camo is be either behind or in front of trees. That way it completely destroys your silhouette and you're still avoiding those contrasts. So I'm gonna go with dark camo for those. And we are going to... This might actually be a better idea to do brown camo because the tree's a little brown, so maybe like forest. Let me redeploy and get that done. But yeah, snow maps are different because of that. There's also a lot less vegetation to take advantage of, like bushes and hedges. So it plays somewhat differently. You're still keeping track of the map. You still want to be able to read the map. You want to read which paths the enemy is going to be taking to their objective. So for example, obviously if you're on dugout and you're attacking Foy, you're either going to come up on this road here and then down, or you're going to be coming down the hedge line, or maybe this road and trying to go from the south. You may want to even go for a wide flank north and then come around from the north. If you have garrison here on the west side of the map, you may want to head north up on the road. You might take this diagonal hedge line. That's what most people do. And so instead of having the full 360 degrees of coverage that you need to focus on if you're defending Foy, all you need to do is just worry about those specific paths. Well, not say specific, I'd say general paths that the enemy needs to take. So if I'm defending Foy, for example, I will look at the map, I see where my friendlies are stationed, and I'm going to be, number one, going where they're not, because there's no reason to have an additional body on in a place where there's already plenty of bodies. So go somewhere where it's not covered, or it's not covered enough. So most people will be on the south side of Foy defending, maybe a little bit on the east. And so I would either position myself... Oh, sorry. A little bit of soda going through my body. I would either position myself on the northeast side right here on this road, or on the west side here in this compound. I forget. I think it's Cobra Factory or something like that. But I don't think there's any reason to be here in the fields. It's pretty open. You can cover that field pretty well from one of these houses. So that's not a big deal. So it's really 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 paths. It's not 360 paths, it's just 5. And that's what you need to worry about defense. Alright, so... let's see. Hiding in front of trees, my forest camo. That's your full camo, I guess. That's a better way of putting it. Either in front of trees or behind trees. Honestly, a lot of times I do a little bit weird. Depending on the situation, of course. But a lot of times you will actually find me in front of cover, not behind. So for example, if the enemy is attacking from the, what is that, south, I'm not going to be sitting behind the corner like that. If they're far enough, I'm actually going to be here in front of cover, making sure that the background behind me is the same color as my camouflage, and I will shoot at them that way. I will fall back if I need to, if you do a little bit of zigzag. If you randomize your movement, it makes it a lot harder for the enemy to actually hit you. But a lot of times that opens up a lot of opportunities for you being in front of cover instead of being behind. Because everybody looks at the edges of cover, no matter what. That's how we learn to play the game. But if you're actually behind it, it's... or sorry, if you're in front of it, it has opened up a lot of opportunities for me. If I'm wearing dark camo as well, I'm lying down next to dark things. I'm not going to be lying down next to an empty tree like this. I'll try to find a tree that has these stumps nearby to kind of blend into them. The bushes on this map aren't really that good. That's way too light. And honestly, it'll give you more harm than good, because for the enemy it's pretty light and see-through, but for you it gives or blocks your view a lot more. So I try to avoid foliage on snow maps. Oh, you still get your fence kind of parkour that you can do. That's always fun to play around with. But let's take a ride down to Foy. Actually, let's see. This is my unit's training map. That's why I can fly around. I'm not cheating, trust me. Don't tell anybody though. Let me fly around and see where I should go first, honestly. You got your generic broken buildings that you can get on top of if you need to. Again, you should worry about the silhouette. If I am going up on top of this broken house, I think I would... Actually, yeah, I could go right here and be fairly safe, because this house provides breakage for my silhouette, and that is always really nice to have. You got your funnel. This one is accessible, I believe. Yeah, this one is accessible. Where's that? Yep. Let's get a ride down to that. I should make sure to drop an OP in case it especially with the trucks. The trucks are my most feared enemy, and I'm not even joking about that. Whenever I play scrimmages, whenever I play commander, trucks are my worst enemy, not the other opponents. It's trucks, because if you don't get out of a moving vehicle correctly, you're gonna kill yourself, and I've done that way too many times. I've also had other people drive over me. That's always fun. I guess since I'm here, I'm gonna show you that anyway. How to get up on this one. It's pretty simple. Let's see, can I even get on there? Actually, I'll show that to you too. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, so over here, pretty simple. If it looks like a staircase, you use it as a staircase. Not a big deal. Depending where they're coming from, they're probably going to be coming through this forest, and that's fine. I'm not going to be all the way to the top, because my silhouette isn't covered, unless those trees break it up. If they're over here, that should be fine. But there's honestly no need for that. I might even go a little bit to the edge, just to give it a little bit more cover. But generally from this type of direction, my silhouette is broken by the building behind me, so I'm not worried about that. These buildings are usually hard to access, But if you have a vehicle, you can access them pretty easily. This building is notably one I use a lot for drill meetups. No, not meetups. Lineups. Yeah. There's a lineup on Hurtgen Forest on the US side that's exactly like this, and whenever we line up, I get them. That is weird. That is not usually go through. That usually has geometry. Let me take a little closer look over here. Alright. Maybe this is gonna be better. No, it looks like I'm going through it. But it shouldn't matter too much. Alright, with the help of a truck, you can get up onto this building here. That will definitely give you a little bit more cover. You are silhouetted behind you. If the enemies come from the south, you are silhouetted. So, I might use these shadows. No, I'm not gonna use these shadows. They don't line up correctly. I'll use these shadows if they're coming from that direction, because that's gonna break up my silhouette. But if they're coming from the south-southeast, I might line myself up like that. Sometimes I don't even think about it, but generally, whenever you're on top of buildings, avoid silhouetting yourself, skylining yourself. Let's keep going to the place that I wanted to bring you guys to. What was that? Yeah, that's ahead of me. There's a funnel up there. I think, unless I'm lying in an open field, I think I'm just generally going to avoid wearing snow camo at all. Surprisingly enough, snow camo is useful on every map if you have a shit ton of smokes, because that blends into smokes really, really well. I've been to some events like a zombie kind of event where people in a squad go through the entirety of Carentan and get attacked by zombies spawning from any side and running into them. And so what I would do, sometimes, not all the time, is get a shit ton of smokes, wear snow camo, and just blend into smoke really, really well. Let's see. Alright, so this is how you get onto the funnel. Number one step is getting onto the wooden, whatever that's called. Wooden whatever it's called. Yep. Once you get onto the wooden whatever it's called, you are going to the edge of this beam right here. If you're too close, you're gonna get bounced back just like so. That's why you need to step back from it. Pretty much every map has these funnels, but most of them don't have a way to access them. This one is lined up pretty well, but if it doesn't have a way, you can just use a truck, park it right next to it, and get on top of it that way. Keep in mind though, I mean, obviously this is gonna give you a pretty nice view. It's an unexpected location. It's also a height advantage, so that is pretty damn good. But keep in mind that, number one, you can still be silhouetted. So if the enemy is attacking from the south, west, south-southwest, my silhouette is actually pretty good because I got that entire forest behind me. If they're attacking from the west, even though that's an open field, some people might go through it, I still have the silhouette of the house behind me to break that up. Oh, and get a bandage. Alright, but what you should know about these funnels is that you can always be shot through them. It does reduce the damage a little bit, so it might take a few more shots to get the person inside, but you can be shot and killed through it. Let's see. I'm curious, actually. Can I get on top of this? There we go. And there we go. I can get on top of this house here. So if you're attacking Road to Noville from Foy, for example, or you're defending Foy from this direction, this is a pretty damn good house to be on. You can always turn around and defend the house, or defend something from this. Bandage again, damn. Okay, alright, let's head into Foy itself, show a little bit more tricks. This stream is gonna be a lot shorter than the one previous. Or not a lot, just a little shorter. I'm gonna finish off this specific stream with one round of gameplay. And then I'm also gonna do... This is actually nice. And then I'm gonna watch a dev diary that came out a couple of days ago. Or a day ago, I don't remember exactly. This is a nice place to be on. A little open, honestly. But it could be good. Can we get on top of that? Probably with a truck. Let me try that. Yeah, so I want to watch the dev diary that came out with you guys here. See what your thoughts are on it. Is there anything you want me to cover, though, in terms of what you want to learn about the game before I move on to that portion, or before the training portion of the stream is over? Okay, you can get up on this one, that's pretty good, but you need the help of a truck. You might be able to go even further. There we go. This is a nice place to be on. Where is it on the map? That's just outside. No, it's inside the 4 grid squares. I'd say, depending where you are, you might wear snow camo instead to blend in with a white roof. What about this direction? Good for defending the east side of Foy, definitely. You got a breakage of your silhouette behind you. Not too much, but just enough that it'll work. It can also be here, so that a portion of the roof also breaks your silhouette. Let's see if we can get up on this roof from this side. Let's see. This one's a little tougher. Let me try the fence instead. No. Alright, so truck is your best bet when trying to get up on that roof. Let's keep going into Foy. Alright, and... Alright, there's some better bushes, some better vegetation inside of Foy. This is an interesting... sorry, place to be in right here. That is a little weird. Ooh. Oh, damn, you can get on top of that? That's a weird bush. Tree, whatever that thing is. Let me try to do that again. That's a little tough, yeah, because of the volt mechanics being changed. That's gonna be a little tougher to do. This tree right here, honestly I haven't tried to get up on that one. I mean, this rooftop I've been on a few times, made a few kills, so that's a pretty good one to know. You can hide pretty easily in this vegetation here. Oh, there we go. You can be inside of the tree here. How does it, well, I can't see my body when I'm in an admin cam. But that's a pretty interesting spot to be in. I like that. I like that. Your view is blocked by a lot of branches though, so that's one thing to keep in mind. But as long as you're not moving around too much, even if the enemy is really close to you, you can hide pretty easily from them. You might be able to combo that with a few more drums. I'm not gonna try that right now though. Let's see. That's probably the same one as before. Yep. Oh. Whoa. Okay, you can be on top of the bush here. What the hell? This geometry is insanely bad. Okay, I vaulted over that. Let me see. I haven't tried this before. But one thing to note about guerrilla warfare specifically is that what separates you as a guerrilla warfare player from other players is the ability to ask this one question. And the question is, what if? What if I can get up there? What if I can use this? And that's it. That's really all you need. It's just to ask yourself these questions about everything that you see on the map. Ah, damn. I'm trying to be a little more conservative with my jumps to make sure I don't vault over that too much. This is an easy one to make though. It's okay. I need to hold that for a little bit longer. Come on. It's gonna be my last attempt. I don't want to take up any more of my time doing this. Yeah, it's a little bit tougher, but I might practice with it off stream a little more before I try that again. Oh, let's take a look around for itself. What else I can show you? I believe you can get up on top of this roof here by just running along the fence here. There we go. Can get up even higher. No, it does not look like it. But it's a little bit of a rooftop advantage that you can get. Pretty decent, I think. This building is nice. I've showed it on my previous stream, but it's always a good thing to note. And that is the ability to get up over here. And you can do that two ways. One is the jump that I just did like so. And number two is that you can get up on the railing here, get up all the way to the edge, and get up like so. It gives you a nice advantage depending where you are. Sometimes these buildings aren't positioned correctly, so or they're not positioned well enough, so I try to avoid that. You can always lie down here. Your silhouette is broken by the wall behind you, and you can make your shots count that way. I generally avoid looking through these windows. And again, whenever you are doing windows, one thing to keep in mind is don't go right next to the window. That is never a good idea. Well, actually, no. There is one time that it's a good idea. Generally speaking, you want to be inside the room and controlling angles like so. The only time where you do want to run into the window, as I call it, is if the enemy is really close. When you actually hear the enemy in front of the building, that's when you want to run in and make your shots and then fall back out. And you can always hide under the stairs if you want to. Yeah, let's see. It used to be possible for you to hide inside these broken down half tracks. But with fire damage being added to the game, that's no longer possible. You can hide in this one. So that's a little bit of thing you can do. I generally avoid trying to hide inside vehicles because once you pop out of them, the ability to see what's around you is pretty diminished. You're pretty much open on every single side as soon as you pop out. It's good for hiding, but it's not good for actual combat. This might be a possibility for me to climb up on. There we go. And that's again going back to the same question of what if. What if I can get up there? What if I can use this in combat? How would I use this in combat? Can I get underneath the lock here? No, I cannot. Now, let's see. Even though this specific training session is about snow maps, your questions don't have to be. So if you got a question about anything, just let me know. Ooh, lots of stuff here. Lots of broken down shit right there. People are probably not gonna look around, but my camera is a little bit wonky. I can't look down right now. This is as low as I can go with this angle. So I might avoid that. I might use that for hiding, watching down the road on this side, but the left is going to be pretty open. Let's see. Vegetation good. If I got dark camo, I'm going to be doing the troll alongside the road. Ooh, one thing to keep in mind is that, let me see if I can find a good spot for it, because it comes up in gameplay pretty damn often, and that is the humps on the sides of the road as you're running down the road and where you should be. Let's see if this is a good example of it. No, not really. Oh, I guess this is a useful one right here. So when you're running down the road, you're probably going on the edge of the road. And that's a pretty common tactic. You might be inside of the road. Well, that's for idiots who don't know how to be playing that. But what I'm looking for mostly when I'm running alongside roads, when I'm running alongside humps in general, is low ground. I'm not running as close as I can to the cover of the fence. Like, for example, if this fence was providing more cover, like that wooden one right there, I wouldn't run closer to it. I would focus on running through the low ground instead, because low ground covers you a lot more than any fence ever will. And so even though I'm not close to cover, even though I'm more open on the road itself, this low ground is actually far, far more useful. Let's see. I can't show you defensive placements, unfortunately, not without another player being here. This might be it. There's another funnel here. I might as well show it to you guys while I'm here. You can obviously get on top of that roof. I think you can anyway. If you use the fence, I'd be able to. No, this one's a little tougher. Not with the vault changes that they've introduced a while back. You can get up on this one by using this fence right here. Yep, there we go. There we go. I've used this funnel quite a lot in drills and scrimmages and general gameplay. This is a great spot to be in. You can also use the house right there, but it does silhouette you quite well, so keep that in mind. But for now, let's just hop into a match. Hopefully one of them is going to be a snow map, and maybe you'll actually see some of that action for yourself. Get a drink while we're waiting for the session. What do you think? What is that? Got a ping on something. What is that? No, that's just a Twitch achievement. Alright, filter by ping. Always a great idea to do. So snipers, gun 99. What is that? Rangers at the north on Utah. Utah is a nice map to be on. Pathfinder. I don't want to go too deep, but I'm just curious if there is a snow map plan. Unfortunately, it does not seem that way. Well, Kharkov is a snow map. Let's see if I can get into it. Looks like, yeah. Perfect. We got a snow map. We got a night map too. Let's see. Oh, never mind. I'm so bad that I lost us the entire match as soon as I logged in. Damn. I suck. Let's see if I can give somebody. There we go. You can get my commendation just for existing. Ooh, damn. What a game. What a game. Wow. Guess we just gotta wait now. Oh, let's see. Let's vote for Foy. That's VM3. Yeah. I'm probably not gonna get it. It's not gonna be as popular as the other maps. But it's a little bit of, you know, something for the theme, just because we're getting a snowstorm rolling in today. Look at all these player names. McDaddy, Mike, Slick McCool. Let's see. Tom's the Train, always good. Ka. I'm not gonna do all the cause in his name. Kamikaze Gandhi, that's funny. Rambro. People are so creative. Oh, Alzenborn. There we go. We got a snow map. That's excellent. And we're playing Germans. Always nice. I love playing German. Let's see if anybody opens up the map. Hello.
Hey.
Alles gut, meine Freunde?
No Deutsch.
Ah, that's too bad.
Yeah, I only speak one language. I'm dumb. I'm learning a little bit of ASL, but that's about it.
Yes. Oh, that's the sign language one, right?
Yes. Yeah.
I haven't even touched that, honestly. I should get my
It
hands
is
on that.
a lot of fun to communicate with somebody. It's a lot more, for lack of a better word, intimate to me. Me and my wife are learning it it's fun to talk in ASL in public.
When I think ASL, what comes to mind is when comedians get paired with an ASL interpreter and they just have them use a bunch of dirty words.
Yeah. Man, you said the interpreter for concerts for Eminem, they're fucking wild.
Oh, damn. Yeah.
Yeah.
That would definitely
can you imagine trying to interpret Eminem's rapping?
That is insane.
Yeah, there's some YouTube videos of it. It's worth a watch. She is going to crate. I think it's one particular lady. There can't be. I mean, there's probably 100 people on the planet that can sign on par with rapping.
What's the battle plan?
Man, not much until we take this first point. We really can't escape. We can try to go directly north. I'll try to poke an OP down, but...
Ooh, look at this diagonal round. That is really weird. They're gonna get advantage of getting inside the point. It's like running through 1.5... Or sorry. Yeah. Well, 2.5 grid squares instead of... just 2. If it was directly underneath supply cache, you know?
Right. Their enemy default spawns on Charlie 8 on my Gary mark in that area. That's what I'm hitting for. You already being shot at?
No, friendly was shooting.
Okay. I'll pop a flare here in just a second.
I'm not seeing anything close by.
They should be rushing to supply
I'm using
cache.
this hump right here.
Oh, shit. They're
Okay.
directly ahead of me. Fuck! He saw me.
No eyes, no eyes. Ah, damn, I got shot.
Camo. Oh, God, I should have placed the OP down.
Minor threat. Like a major pain in my butt. Alright.
Well, if we can
I
keep
might change
harassing
my
them on
camo
Charlie
to
8, that'll pull them
snow.
off defense, at least.
Just to blend in a little bit better with some of the fields that I'm running through. Looks like we have a good hold on supply cache, so I'm not worried about taking the point right now. Let's keep following Ladwick and try to get that garrison out.
Okay.
A lot of times you may want to stop moving completely, even if you are in the open. Just so that the enemy doesn't spot movement.
Right, straight northwest of where I died. Close.
Yeah, they got a sniper sitting on this side.
Cool.
Yeah, he's running down.
Flare up.
Probably around ping now.
On my ping.
No eyes. He's behind a hook.
Headshot. I got him.
Yeah, as I mentioned earlier, a lot of times you want to be in front of cover more than behind it. But it is situational, so keep that in mind. Let's see.
Oh, I got an OP.
Nice. I hear the direction where he's firing from. I think he's somewhere around ping. I can't tell.
Yeah, my vision's all blurry. I can't see shit. And I'm dead.
No, it could be anywhere inside that barn, too.
Yeah, that's what it seemed like. T-Mac.
Alright, let's use trees. Let's put the trees between me and the enemy. And approach a little slower than usual. That's not looking. We got good coverage around supply cache. No eyes on the shooters yet.
Alright, moving the OP up just a little bit.
I think I heard the shot somewhere from round ping. Not certain though.
Alright, shooting a flare up. I'll ping what shows up for you.
Copy.
Bam, right there on my ping. Somewhere in the mouth of it.
I'm just gonna suppress him a little bit.
Okay, push it.
Oh, I thought that supply guy would get him, but yeah. Shots from far northeast. I'm gonna do a little bit of zigzag. This is way too open for my camouflage. Alright, the main goal right now is to get behind the enemy. We are getting supply cache, so that's good. Alright, hold up. Let's see what the next... Okay, next point is AA.
Okay. I'm just gonna head straight north. Get an
Did
OP.
this guy take out the garrison yet? Was this garrison taken out?
I don't know. I didn't see it. But the blueberries swept through, so they might have already gotten it. I don't know.
Alright.
But they're not. They didn't call it out in command chat at least.
You may want to update the OP.
Yes. Yeah. Oh,
We got supplies up there that's still too deep for us. There's a
I'm gonna
funnel
put the
there.
OP over here
Let's
by
see if we
the
can
Charlie
use
6
that.
by that airdrop command head. I'm going.
Yeah. My mouse feels a little stiff. I'll just wait for him to pop out of these bushes here. I see a little bit of movement there, right in front of me. Let's just wait for him to pop out. Let's also see if there's anyone else running around, but I don't see anybody. There's honestly no reason for them to be here.
All right, new OP.
Oh, there's one. Okay, let's wait for him. One down, there we go. He did saw me, and I'm not surprised. I was on a snow rooftop in dark camo. Alright, heading your way.
I'm heading for the supplies. On command, just drop some for us.
There was an enemy close to those supplies earlier,
Oh, okay.
so I'll
We'll
see if
find
I
out.
can guard them from here. No eyes on anything. Is that guy still there? No, he probably ran off a while back. Let's keep going. Oh, that hill was covering a lot. I have eyes on the supplies. Nobody
I'm
next
building
to
it
him.
now.
Oh. Yep. And that Team Mac. Team Mac these notes. Let's see how far we can go. We can go at least up to 5, so we can see what the next point might be. He did run through that section. At least a little bit. Commander's doing a good job dropping supplies far behind enemy lines before that's an active zone. Always happy to see that. How's your day going, viewers? I want to know what's going on in your lives. I want to know your social security numbers, your credit card numbers. Yeah. Anybody? That is a nice rooftop to be on sometimes. It does silhouette you, so only do it when you have snow camo. But if you got a vehicle,
God, I wish I had an
and you got a
MP40.
chance,
I'm in the point with a car 9 right now. I'm scared.
owning that rooftop is pretty damn nice. So you can disregard my pings, by the way. Oh, we got good hold on AA. Let's go even further down south and see if we can spot the next point. George did run through that section, possibly. I definitely didn't see anything here on the west side.
I got the garrison down
Nice.
on the point.
That is
We
what
can get
we
a spawn
should be
wave off
doing
of
as
that airhead.
recon, is getting rid of their spawns. It's not about kills. This game is not about kills, even though they're damn good feeling when you actually get a lot of kills. A lot of times it's therapeutic, especially when you're playing MG on a map like Omaha or Utah, and you just...
You see anybody up there with
is
supply trucks or anything?
a negative. But yeah. Let's take a look at this. That is our drop, so I'm not worried about that. Yeah, that is still a good hold on AA. I'm not... Oh, gotta turn back. Too far, too far. There we go. Okay, so 5 is the highest we can go at the moment. So that means they have not swept through it. I see a garrison on ping. I think that's a garrison, I can't tell. Going closer. Yep, that's definitely a Gary.
Yep, there you go.
Damn it. Supply truck ping, heading north. This is bad. This is bad without snow camo. I'm gonna sit here and cover it while you guys take AA.
Okay.
I'll just camp it.
Commander's coming in from the other angle.
It's behind their lines, but can't go that deep yet.
Well, you can. He can't.
I can't. No.
Oh, not yet?
No, not
I thought
yet.
recon could go all the way back.
In warfare, yes. In offensive, we're limited.
Oh, it's dumb.
We can get spawns this far back, but not much else. OP specifically. There we go. Alright, we're about to cap AA. Should be good to move in on it, Gary. Ah, damn. There's armor here by the garrison, too.
What is it?
Medium.
A medium tank?
Yep. It's currently
Yep.
heading east.
Something like that?
Currently heading north now. I don't know why, but... There we go. You can dismantle and reload at the same time. That's a good thing to know. I'm on the garrison. Gotta listen for strafes when you're dismantling a far back garrison. I don't hear any planes. I might hear something. I think that's a tank. Yeah, tank's coming back to the garrison.
Oh, no. Did you get the Gary?
Gary's out.
Nice.
Oh, the supplies are still here, and the tank is right next to me. He's trying to get me. I don't think he knows how splash damage works. He's not using it.
He might be loading AP. I'm waiting on some supplies to build an attack, Gary. I'm gonna cut north after this.
Alright, tank ran off further east. There's a truck here.
Supply or transport?
Transport. It's heading east now.
Has it just got one or two guys in it, or like a full squad?
No, just saw a driver. I didn't really check.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, it's pretty horrifying to see a transport truck loaded down mid-game.
Oh, I love seeing that. That means I can mow them all down.
Well, just that level of coordination doesn't bode well. I don't think it's going to happen this game, but
Let's see, what do we got? Should I stick to that side? I think I'll swap to snow camo now. Ooh, damn, look at all these garrisons. Commanders and squad leaders are doing a great job right now.
that tank's still in the area.
I'm dead.
Oh.
Fox has probably a good idea on that. No.
Okay. I'm the only one that's called out enemy tanks in command chat. No one else has
Well, I
said a
think that
damn
was
thing.
their first one.
Yeah. They're putting pings down, but they're not calling it.
Alright, I'm gonna go catch up to you now.
Okay. I'll replace the OP. Here and I'll get into Charlie 3.
Gary, southeast of you just lit up.
Okay. Well, it looks like they got it.
Let's see, this might be a possible point. Do we have any confirmation of what the next point is? Oh, that was armor. Ping.
Next point is
that
left
might
spawn.
be. This might be the SPA. I'm moving in closer. There was some infantry around it too.
Trying to call it out.
Let's get closer. Might be possible to get rid of some of those crewmen. Seeing infantry. They might have a garrison somewhere in that general direction. Oh, somebody satcheled it. SPA is out.
Commander loved that news.
This is way too open. I got snow camo, right? Yeah. Even in snow camo.
Yeah, the next point is left.
Ah, damn. I forgot to hold my breath.
I saw at least 2 boxes of supplies, so they might be trying to fortify. Yeah, I'm seeing barbed wire. They're fortifying it.
That was the commander, I think. Let me take a look. There's way too many people down there for them not to have a spawn. Still some people up on the hill. There we go. That should have killed that guy.
I saw it with the
Headshot.
Car9. So
Awesome.
fucking bad, man. I hate it.
There might be cover that's not loading, or I'm just a terrible shot. There we go. Got a hit on that guy. Alright, you said left is next. Yeah, that's a good place to be.
What is it?
I'm saying that's a good place to be for you to get a Gary up immediately behind him.
Oh, yes. Yeah. I just heard a tank drive by.
Supply truck ping stationary. Where's he at? There's a shooter somewhere in that forest. There's one. There we go, he's dead. That was good, that was good. Those dugout looking... let's hump them out a little bit. Let's get a little closer. Yeah. Just looking at the map, this is the angle that we don't have as many people on, and that means where you should be. Go where your friendlies are not. That herd mentality is definitely something to be avoided in this game. That's always a bad idea to do. Oh, I should let go. Where are we looking? Where am I at? Where am I at? There we go. So that 10 kills so far, not a big deal. Divine Torture got me this time. Not bad, not bad. Got a really good hold on dugout tanks, but that means they're also stacked. Should I join him? I think I will. I think harassing the next point right now is a good idea. Oh shit, there's a steward right next to the OP. Don't spawn on it. Damn. That was way too laggy. But a lot of times I just like to get up on tanks, no matter what. Just for them to give me a lift at least. Yeah, maybe like wait until the next spawn.
Yeah, I'm waiting on the garrison down here. There it is, it's clear. I'm going to spawn in and lay down.
Alright. I'll do the same. Is it a solo?
I don't know. Where was it?
I think it went down the road. Didn't really see where it went.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, damn, we can't go that deep yet.
It's to the south here. Recon showed it up.
Let's see. Yeah, okay, we got dugout. Alright, we're holding dugout. Let's make sure they don't have anywhere to spawn on.
Yeah, there's a garrison on my ping over here.
I'm gonna run the border just in case. Look for a garrison.
Okay.
I think, yeah, that's just a world object. That's not an actual vehicle. Oh, supply truck. Heading your way. There's one infantry behind it as well. One next to the truck. It looks like we didn't get the garrison in time.
I'm gonna get that garrison up here just a second.
Second. Let's see. Oof. Damn, I didn't think it was that close, but whatever. That's still good enough. Let's take a look. I can't take. Oh, damn, Pandy's got me. You piece of shit, Panties. I'm gonna get you. Alright, let's take a look at the map. We got a garrison set. Oh, there we go. Huh. Good trigger. Got in just at the very last second. Alright, I'm gonna go deeper into their HQs, see what I can find.
Okay.
This is way too close to the border. I might need to fall back. No, I think I'll survive. Yeah, 10 seconds is enough. Just, but I can't get through that. I guess I'll go exploring. I don't know how deep this goes. It's bound to end at some point. Gary just lit up there. Probably from the east. I didn't see anything on this side. That is super weird.
Why does it take so
this
goddamn
is.
long to throw a grenade? Holy shit. Ugh.
I feel like any future grenades that we're gonna have IRL are just gonna have a licensing agreement that you have to sign each time you throw it.
Yeah.
Alright, let's take a look at the HQs. See what we can see. Not really worried about getting shot.
I'm cutting north with you to replace
A
the
lot of times
OP.
that's actually a pretty decent thing to do, is just run through the open, see where you're getting shot
Why is
from.
no one spawning on that garrison? I don't understand.
So it's a little bit easier to look at.
Have we had any big spawn waves off of it?
A small one. I didn't notice anybody else. It was locked out a few, so I might have missed a wave. Let's take a look at these buildings. Is this actually a spawn or not? Or a possible next point location? I don't play this map often enough for it to. Damn. Is that a fuel? Yeah, I found nodes. Honestly, with how fast this match is moving, I'm not gonna bother with them.
Fair enough.
This is where I died previously. Let's
You
take
should
it.
really be able to dismantle nodes
deeper.
faster if you're standing up. Give your reward for being overt.
I guess that's one way of looking at it.
Yeah, just like 5 or 10% faster, anything. They take forever. It's worth a lot of
Garrison.
points, though. What you see over there?
See, any planes, any planes, any planes. I heard something. I don't think that was a plane. I think I hear a plane. I hear artillery. Probably an enemy one from mid HQ. I'll take a look at that next. No plane. Okay, good. Garrison's out.
Nice.
I heard artillery from my east heading that way now. It's not firing as fast as it could be firing. It's a little worrying, is that? No, that's just regular crates. Let's take a look.
Alright, replacing the OP.
They're coming up to their mid HQ. They might have something up there. I see a supply truck on the move. Let's ambush that. There we go. Perfect headshot. Stationary ping.
Okay.
Let's see. Where is their artillery? I see their... Shit. Gotta look for movement of legs underneath the truck. There we go. You're always exposed when you're trying to corner the truck. What he should have done, and I'm gonna show it to you right. Instead of peeking the corner, knowing that I'm shooting from that direction, he should have fell back, like so, gotten behind cover, and looked for me at a different angle. That would have been far less expected of me. think that was south of me. Might have been a tank, not Artie. Can I see it from here? Nope, 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 not yet, not yet. Let's see, come on, come on, come on, come on. Where is it? It's in that direction. But I don't see, is that, no, it's not ours. This point kind of annoys me, honestly. Oh, Garrison. How are we doing on Eisenborn? It's back and forth. There is a plane in the air, but that's a supply plane. Okay, good. Once you play this game long enough, you can tell the difference between the different types of planes. I'd say that is the normal sound of a plane. There's the deeper sound, which is probably gonna be a bombing rod. There's Gerson's out. There's also the faster sound, which is probably gonna be a strafe. Let's see. I wanna do something stupid and get on top of this bunker. Just so I can take
notes. I'm taking them out.
Alright. Is that the one in the tent?
Yeah.
Alright, let's take a look around from up here. Oh, medium armor. Moving out. Damn. At least I got the MG. Medium's on ping. I'm not sure what the SPA looks like on a Snowmap, honestly. But I think that was regular medium. Yeah, like I said, that was stupid. I was silhouetted, so that was to be expected. Let's see. No, I'm not gonna bother with that. Let's go OP and guard that for a garrison. We wouldn't want to stick around here because they're capping. We can get a Gary built right away.
Yeah, I'm heading to their mid spawn right now so I can get it built and then redeploy.
Oh, I see what you mean. Okay.
Mm-hmm. I doubt I'll make it in time though.
You won't. You might as well just stick around here and get this one built. For certain. While I clear the way to the other one.
Okay.
I wish you could commandeer.
Man's got a half track on G1
game.
Jesus.
Yep, middle point. Let's see. Oh, I love these trees, the fallen ones. These are great to hide in. They're just blending in like that.
Over here.
That's weird.
The supplies
you can get on top of this.
They're gone. The map says they're here, but they're gone. Huh.
That's weird. Oh, they might be like underneath the map. They might have glitched through. So it appears they're in that position, but they're way, way, way down beyond range of actually, you know.
Yeah. Weird. Well, I saw it here earlier. That's why I put the OP down. I saw the tube.
Okay, that was an enemy shot. There's somebody in the forest.
And I died.
Why am I glitching with this tree?
Yeah, there's no way they found those supplies and destroyed them. And it glitched with my OP
Okay,
there.
I
They
see
had to
one
just like
further out.
slumped through the map or something. Or admin took them out.
No, I doubt it.
Well, I got sniped off my OP immediately.
What the hell did...
Bandage the commander.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, I was pressing the wrong button. I got him.
Thank you. Hell yeah.
You're
We're
welcome.
probably going to win this game, but shit like that, I love that. The coordination.
Oh yeah, it's always awesome to see.
Some of my favorite, though, is good coordination between recon teams and tanks.
Oh yeah. That was from their HQ. Yeah, that was HQ.
God, you know their morale is absolutely in the dump.
Oh yeah. Can't even tell how long this match has lasted, honestly, but maybe 30 minutes total. Oh shit, half jump is out completely. It's surrounded and there's AT on it.
Oh.
Largo Nut 1782. Got me 3 times already, damn. Alright. I think at this point it's
I need to
really not
replace the
that big a deal. Maybe I'll go there. No. Damn, missed that. And that one. Can I... Damn. If that's their West HQ, you sure you want to send it that way? Yeah, well, no big deal. Either way, this round is pretty much a landslide. That's a little closer. Yeah, sure. I'll go up B. But yeah. The thing about guerrilla warfare is that it's not necessary to be recon to play it that way. It just helps. Because you can get an OP down behind their lines. But most of the time, actually, what I'm doing is I'm running around as AT doing guerrilla warfare, just because it's easier to destroy enemy garrisons. I don't want to sit around for 5 minutes trying to dismantle it. So I just shoot it with a rocket and there we go. Forget about it. But it's also important to note that if you're playing Commander, drop ammunition behind their enemy lines. That ammunition is useful for the guerrilla AT players to get their ammunition back up. It's always what I ask for when I'm playing the AT. There we go.
Heading for their arty.
That's RNG. I like that we can dismantle enemy artillery now. It's always interesting.
Oh yes, no camo. Oh well. I'll just lay down in the dirty.
You know, oftentimes I deliberately play dark camo on snow maps just because it blends in with buildings more. It's just this map doesn't have as many.
True enough.
He's somewhere over there, I can't tell. Less seen on ping. Oh, somebody got him.
Got me.
It's actually a neat spot to be in. Is that a crate? Yeah, that's a regular crate, not a supply crate. Enemy truck, med HQ. Ah, damn, he got me from the other side. Scotty Bugatti loves you all. Okay. Love you too, Scotty Bugatti. Let's see. Let's go. There we go. Nice. Oh no, it didn't. It's one of those glitches. Damn. It's one of those deploying but not deploying glitches, so I have to wait an entire cycle to spawn in, and I can't click out of it. That's really dumb. That's really dumb. Looks like, yeah, we got plenty of friendlies attacking from the northeast. That's good. That means we need to cover every single other side. Got a little bit on the southeast. And they're inside the point, so that's nice. But it's the west side that we need to really start pushing.
It's ridiculous we got more Garys in the red than we do the blue.
Yeah, I think they cleared those out. We had more before.
Yeah. Well, they're sweeping the blue more than they are their own, like, red zone.
We need more people attacking from the west. Oh, is that Stewart on ping heading south? Yeah, whenever you're doing callouts, you wanna call out number 1, current location, which is usually just a ping, the type of vehicle. In this case, that was a Stewart. There we go. And number 3, which way it's going, or specifically movement, so it's whether the direction it's going or if it's stationary. Those are the 3 things that our friendly armor players are looking for. That's the information you need to provide. Let's see, can you drop OP?
Huh? Yeah, it's up top.
No, I mean like on your side.
Oh, okay. Well, here, I'm about to drop a garrison. Let me get that real quick.
Yeah, there's way too many people attacking from that side. I like to go
Oh, I don't want to
where
get it too close.
there's less friendlies.
Okay. Oh, sorry, wrong chat. You want it down here, though, you said?
Just anywhere down there, yeah.
Okay, let me hide it behind this tree. There you go.
Thank you. Alright, we're testing battery now. That's good, that's good. Oh, we're capping it now. Ooh, damn. Yeah, this match is pretty much a landslide, honestly. We got through all of those points. Maybe Dugout took a little bit longer. But the rest were fine. What's up?
Oh, sorry, I was fat fingering it. This support guy dropped me supplies for a Gary.
Nice.
Yeah, right?
Love seeing that too.
I just got shotgunned in the face.
Is that close range?
Yeah, it's a shotgun. It tore me apart. T-Mac. Oh, that's game.
Yep. GG. Let's see. Let's upvote the guy. He played really well. How did we do? 19 kills. I mean, not too bad. We got 5 kill streak. Not too bad, yeah. Most of the time when you're doing guerrilla warfare, it's more about the garrisons. I missed out on how many. Let's see if it shows up here in the XP counter. Let's see. 450 XP for garrisons. Yep. Yeah, with the last update, or second to last update, the amount of XP that you get from dismantling garrisons has been increased drastically, to the point where I'm usually getting 1,000 combat XP. Sometimes I get as much as 1,700 combat XP. That was a fun match, and that was actually a match that I didn't think I would play well. But I did want to check out one thing. Let me get the video of it up. I wanted to take a look at the dev diary. Let's see. I don't want to watch it for you guys. Kind of a little cool down before the stream ends, but yeah, let's get that window up for you guys so you can see it. Is that... No, that's not the right one. There we go. Why does that look weird? Whoa. Oh, it's locked, that's why. Let me move that over. There we go. There we go. There we go. Alright, let's take a look at this dev diary. Is that, let me double check to make sure that the audio is going to go through. That's not going through. Oh, hold on a second. Might be. Yeah, there we go. Let's get that from the beginning. You're not hearing the audio. Why are you not hearing the audio? Let me just double check that to make sure it's going to the right place. There we go. Okay, sound settings are good. Alright, you can hear it now. Alright, Smolensk. It's a really good addition. I think a lot of people like Smolensk.
At the end of last year, we released the upcoming roadmap for Hell Let Loose. This detailed some of the new things coming to the game, including new maps.
Let me take a look at this. Juno Beach. I'm not familiar, honestly, with, or I'm not closely familiar with World War II locations. So we'll see how that turns out. Let's see. Juno Beach, Lake Balaton. Balaton. I don't know. It sounds a little bit more on the Russian side. Metz or Silo Heights. I think people voted for Silo Heights. At least that's what I saw on the Reddit. I'm not familiar with either. Canadians. Honestly, that's like why. It's just a... I understand adding Italians to the map. I understand adding... especially the Pacific Front, but I doubt this Hell Let Loose will do Pacific Front, honestly. Not for a very long time. But instead adding Italians, I don't really see anything else. But we'll see. Map refresh, Remagen. We'll see how that looks out, because Remagen is pretty unbalanced, I should say. Conquest game mode. Hopefully this dev diary will cover that a little bit. Weapons, vehicles, it's probably for the Canadian side. It's not really. Quality of life, that's always good to see. DLC, I never even bother.
And highlighting some of the new additions.
Conquest is a 50-50 game mode. That's interesting. We'll see.
Such as new weapons, new vehicles, and new game modes. I'm excited today to be joined by some of the Hell Let Loose developers to talk a little bit more about what they've been working on, as well
covering the
as reveal
Canadians
the
with my
results
face.
of our community map vote between Metz and CeeLo Heights. First up, we're going to talk about some of the new maps coming to the game.
Hi, I'm Andy. I'm a level designer working on Hell Let Loose. One of the maps we're going to be introducing in 2026 is Juno Beach. Juno Beach will be set on D-Day +1, which allows us to tell the story of the map beyond the initial beach landings, which allows us to introduce cool things such as the marina, some fish markets, and a hidden radar bunker.
Go back a little bit and see what they did. So that's where the Canadians are going to be. They're going to be on Juno Beach. Okay. But just having an entire faction for one map, that's a little eh. I mean, that's what used to be with the Russian map of Stalingrad, but until Kharkov was added. But still, it feels a little weird. And that's nothing against Canadians, it's just, it feels weird. Wait, inland is part of the Normandy division, and it's not going to be day one, so it's more like what the Germans trying to take the beach back. Is that the story they're going with this map
Things
for?
such as the marina, some fish markets, and a hidden radar bunker. This map will
Hidden radar bunker. Is it going to be underground? Because that could be interesting.
include
Or is it
elements
just the regular one that we have on Omaha or some of the other maps?
from other maps such as Omaha Beach, and allows us to have some interesting features moving further inland. But the most exciting thing about Juno Beach
So those images are just from Omaha. They're not showing a single image from Juno.
is that it allows us to introduce the Canadians to the
weird.
game.
Hi, I'm Matt. I'm the creative director at Expression Games, working on Hell Let Loose. One of the major parts of the 2026 Hell Let Loose roadmap is to include the long-awaited Canadian force. The Canadian contribution to World War II was significant, and we want to respect this contribution by including them into the game. We will include completely authentic Canadian uniforms, weapons, equipment, and vehicles.
Additionally, we're going to be returning to the Eastern Front.
I feel like since you're not calling it the US specifically, you're calling that faction allies. I feel like having it be a released uniform or uniforms just for the ally side would make a lot more sense than having an entire faction of just Canadian forces. Just having more an option to have a Canadian vehicle to spawn in.
More specifically, Operation Spring Awakening.
The faction itself.
This is going to take us to the Lake Balaton area, so we can see the last offensive for the German forces. Here we want to tell the story of the assault the German forces took into some strong Soviet defenses.
Let me take a look at. I want to see what the text says here. Our next new map takes us to Hungary and the Battle of Lake Balaton. So this is gonna be a German and USSR battle. 1945, last major offensive in the war. So they're trying to take that from the Soviets. We'll see how that works.
The story of the assault the German forces took into some strong Soviet defenses. Fighting against heavily defended positions and the weather proved really difficult for the Germans.
It looks
and
like
we
it's
want to
going to be a
convey this
snow
in
map.
this map.
There's
It's
way
not
too many
just-
snow maps on the Russian side. On the Eastern Front. Obviously, but that goes a little bit too far, I think. What do we have? We have Kharkov, that's a snow map. We have Smolensk, we have Stalingrad. Actually, we don't have that many snow maps. What else do we have? Is that it? I feel like there was at least one more.
New maps coming to Hell Let Loose this year. We're also going to be delivering a refresh of a map that deserves a little bit of love.
Additionally,
talk about Remagen.
Remagen is going to be getting a refresh, tackling some of the gameplay elements, but without changing too much of what it makes it unique. This involves
Widening the bridge. Okay, let's see. With an important refresh plan for this. Okay, that's just generic text. So widening the bridge. That is interesting. It's definitely going to allow more vehicles to get through. It's going to be a little bit more difficult to control the bridge with mines. Mines are difficult to place in that bridge, but it's still possible. So we'll see how that works out. But generally, I think with bombing runs, if they make it a little wider, bombing runs won't be able to cover the entirety of the bridge. So that could be good.
The bridge and redesigning the gangway underneath.
The gangway is pretty much a single tunnel. Let's see. Are they gonna keep that single line or not? That's my question about it. The single central line underneath. I would say making it more of a 1, maybe 2, 1, something like that. Just alternating.
Making it more accessible to go between the top and bottom levels. Additionally, we've added a couple of extra crossings to the Rhine.
Oh, extra. Okay, now that is game changing for this map. Extra crossings. Honestly, I get it in terms of gameplay balance, but I think that's a bad idea. I think for a map like Remagen, having it's iconic specifically for its single crossing. You either cross the bridge or you get an airhead. That's the only two ways across, bridge or airhead. By having extra crossings, that it definitely balances out the map more, but I think that's a bad idea.
This alleviates the issue of the bridge being a massive choke point.
I think a lot of games go too deep into trying to balance the game rather than making it actually be iconic. And Remagen is iconic. This balance makes things more interesting.
Giving the attackers some more flanking opportunities. And finally, we've added some more land to certain areas of the river.
And normally you would think that the Germans have an advantage with that hill, and frankly they do. But the US players, the smart ones that I've played with a lot, they know how to find the enemy tanks and enemy artillery up on that bridge. It's also as long as you have one AT behind that has spawned on the other side with a satchel or just a bazooka or anything, honestly, they can get behind and satchel the tanks as long as they have a way to replenish ammunition on the other side. They can wreak a ton of havoc. So the Germans have an obvious looking advantage on the map, but it's not as complete as people think.
Allowing commanders to not...
It's also very easy to get an American airhead on the German side of the map rather than the other way around.
Be as limited with their placement of airheads. This is all wrapped up with some updated lighting.
I think the locations of where you can put the airheads are limited. I agree on that part. Extending the grid squares further into the German side especially, or the US side, both actually, and just making the river thinner is a much better idea than having more crossings, just so you have more places to drop airheads.
Bug fixing and skirmish coming to Remagen.
Skirmish Remagen. I wonder how that's going to look like, if that's going to be on the bridge or not. That could look good on the secondary point lines. But on the bridge, that could be weird. We'll see how that works out.
Now is the time that you have all been waiting for. Who has won in the community map vote? Was it Metz or Silo Heights? As a reminder, for those of you who are unaware, here are the two options that you could have selected.
Metz, 1944.
Okay,
this
we want to vote on a third new map of the year. Battle of Metz between US and Germans. Brutal protracted fight for the outskirts of the city. 1944. I'm not sure. Where is Matt's? Let me take a look at Google Maps. I just want to see where the town is. It says France. By Luxembourg. Okay. Okay. That's pretty much in the border of France and Germany. Okay.
Was fought between the United States and German forces, and this map would feature medieval forts, rivers, forts, and lots of rolling farmland.
That could be very interesting. Let me take a look at the satellite imagery of the place. There is a river. Maybe a canal as well. That could be fun. So
we have Silo Heights, 1945.
I did want to take a look at those medieval forts and see how that would look like. All right, Silo Heights, Eastern Front. Okay. So I believe Silo Heights did win this map mode, and so there's going to be an additional Eastern Front map. So we'll have 2 Eastern Front maps and 1 Western Front. Before there was a brutal decisive assault on the last major German defenses before Berlin. Interesting.
Which was...
where is Silo Heights? Where is it located? Town of Silo. Where is it? That's just east of Berlin, on the border of Berlin and Poland. Okay, okay.
It was an Eastern Front battle between the Soviet Union and Germany. This map would feature a combination of large open fields mixed with some heavily entrenched defensive positions.
Large open fields. Well, oh, that's the map that I was forgetting. The field one. Whatever it's called. Nobody likes playing on that map. So interesting that people chose
after 2 weeks of intense voting, over 17,000 votes from the community, and so much discussion across different forums online, we eventually have come to our winner. And only just coming out as your champion, our 3rd map of this upcoming Brave map is Silo Heights.
Yeah, that's interesting. We'll
Congratulations to Silo Heights and everybody who voted for their map. And thank you if you voted for Metz and were just part of the poll. We appreciate you being part of it. And we hope that you enjoyed this little bit of community interaction, which we hope will continue into this upcoming year. For those of you who are excited for Silo Heights, please do let us know down in the comments below about what you're most excited for about this brand new map. However, outside of new maps, we've still got loads of other things in the works. So it's only right that we pass it over to Xander.
All right, let's
tell
see
us a
what's
little
next.
bit more
Come
about
on,
what
tell
he's
us
been
more,
working
Xander.
on.
Hey, I'm Xander. I'm a game designer working on Hell Let Loose. One of the features that we'll be adding in 2026 that I'm really excited to talk about is a new 50 versus 50 game mode called Conquest.
All right, Conquest.
So one of the things we're investigating adding to the game mode is a feature that's long been requested by the community, which is a ticket system. So
deaths take away from tickets. Well, that's more like just a free-for-all, is it not? I'm gonna wait to share some ideas. Okay, that's just generic
take away
text.
from the tickets. So each team has to be a lot more careful with how they spend their troops, so to speak.
So this is going a lot closer to the One Life game mode that I usually play with my unit, the 16th. This is where staying alive matters more than normal. This is
hoping that this can also make each role that doesn't always get to shine, like the medic, a bit more impactful in the moment-to-moment gameplay. One of the things we really want to emphasize with this game mode is map control, and we're also investing in a few other features as well that can try and...
What do they mean by that? Because I don't think he means that like normal point control.
Make this game mode feel more impactful for the community.
The Conquest game mode is something we're really excited to share with you.
I really wish they would.
We hope to be able to give you a hands-on experience in testing very, very soon.
Of all the stuff they're
so something
talking
else
about.
that's coming for Hell Let Loose in 2026 is weapons for the factions. The choices that we're picking will be a combination of the things that we think will enhance the gameplay the most, while
is
also
it for
being
every
weapons
faction now, or is it just for the Canadians that they're going for? That's what I want to know.
The community have long since been asking for. We're looking to try and fill the gaps that some of the factions currently have at the moment, while also...
I hope they're going to buff the MP40 back up, because I used to love playing with that gun, but right now it just feels almost as bad as the grease gun on the US side.
Adding things that'll help each one have their own aesthetic and feel to them as well, because that's really important to us.
We're always looking for new vehicle types for the game. Both vehicles that are historically authentic to the various settings or campaigns within the game, but also that offer new gameplay elements as well. There are quite a few holes in terms of the vehicle list in Hell Let Loose, and there are some notable vehicle types that Hell Let Loose has never done.
Vehicle types, okay. That's interesting to see.
And those are the main focus for us as we continue into development.
This roadmap.
So that is interesting. I mean, I'm not too familiar with the vehicles during World War II, but I do think they could use some more variety, that's for sure.
Isn't all about new additions, however, and we are going to be continuously working on Hell Let Loose to improve the experience that you, as the player, receive.
A major part of our work is always ongoing. This is bug fixing, quality of life improvements, and gameplay enhancements. This is an area the team is constantly looking at throughout all of development.
Quality of life is definitely something they need to do. For those players who are really into both the variety of uniforms... Variety of uniforms is not quality of life. And cosmetics is not quality of life. That's just extra bits. That's fluff.
Skins for vehicles, for example.
Actual gameplay.
We will continue on this piece of work, offering more variety, so you have more things to choose from.
Okay, let's see.
In your inventory. But rest assured.
Is that new or not? Can't tell.
They will be 100% historically authentic.
Thank you so much for watching. This is all that we've got for you today, but we hope that you've enjoyed listening to some of the developers as they talk about what's coming in this upcoming roadmap.
I mean, I'm definitely interested in seeing what they do with some of these maps. I love the beach maps, so I'm excited for Juno Beach. Again, I don't think the Canadian faction was necessary. That's just keeping it as allies and having Canadian uniforms, Canadian vehicles just added to that on top, I think would have been fine. The separate faction is just extra stuff that we now need to set up. For example, just setting up all the loadouts, setting up all the characters, looking how you want them to look. That's going to be annoying. I hope the update doesn't break all the settings that I have, because that's what they usually do. These updates break the settings, and so I have to go through every single character, every single loadout, and every single faction just to reset how I want my characters to look like. So usually what I
make sure that you like the videos.
Usually what I have is for every single faction I have the normal camo type. That's my first preset. That's what I use for most maps. Then the second one I have as my snow camo. That's always my second for every single faction. And my third is any of the side camouflage. So for example, for the German ones, my main one is always the forest camo, but my third is going to be the dark camo.
Subscribe below.
But doing that every single time an update comes out, that's super annoying.
And follow us on our social medias to stay up to date with all Hell Let Loose news, whether that be about Hell Let Loose or Hell Let Loose Vietnam coming out.
Vietnam. I am interested in Vietnam. It is interesting that they decided to work on both games at the same time, which is a little unexpected, honestly. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that, that's for sure. I just wish that would actually show images from the updates that they're working on, or game footage especially, but at least some images and not just the generic black and whites that they have there. That's what I'm coming out of this with. All right. Let me change that a little bit, and let's see. There we go. Got my background going on. My pups in the back. Give them a little pat on the side. But that is it for this stream. I mean, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Definitely right now, before I leave, I want to hear from you if you have anything that you would like me to cover next time. This type of stream happens every single Saturday at 10 a.m. The time might change slightly, but generally Saturday mornings is when I want to run these streams. And you can always join me, even if you want some hands-on, if you want to like actually join me and speak to me in Discord while we're streaming, to ask me these questions, let me know. Because I think that's gonna make for more interesting content than just me talking to a quiet camera, I guess. Yeah, if you want me to cover anything else, let me know. I do have a list of things. Where's it at? Where's my... Yeah, I still have a list of things that I do want to cover. Especially, for example, placing mines. Mines is awesome. Or mine placement is awesome because you can hide it really, really insanely well. Making defenses. A lot of people do not place defenses correctly, and that really bothers me. Even in professional settings. Let's see. Satchels is also nice. Nodes, pretty good to know. Yep. What else did I not cover? I think I covered pretty much most of anything else. But yeah, that is what you have looking forward to, and there's a lot more. Even if it's like generic information that you guys want to learn, let me know. If you're new to the game and you want some tips and tricks, if you're not sure how to do something, or if you're not sure why people are angry at you for doing something, I can cover that pretty well. I've been in this game for long enough to pretty much know everything, or almost everything, about how to play well in this game. Yeah, that is it for me. Hope you guys enjoy. Join me next Saturday at the same time. That's around 10 a.m. I will be running other streams in the mornings for other days. I don't have a schedule set up for it yet. My schedule is pretty hectic with my appointments and work at the moment, but we'll see how that turns out. Keep an eye out for that. I'll post announcements on that as I go. Thank you for joining, and I hope you have a great day. Have a good one.